Sounds good.
So it looks like 2 or 3 dropping off real quick for raw material. We have one still in the Dorito corner. He looks like he might be by himself there.
Yeah, Violence, I believe they have 3 bodies alive right now currently. One in that center wedge, one in the Doritos end, one pushing up the snake right now. I think they just took out the last guy.
Last guy, yep. So these Violence guys will do a quick walk down, make sure that everybody's dead here, and go hit that buzzer and try to take that 3-0 lead. So for those of us that are just joining us, anybody that's new, everybody commentates a little bit different. We're going to name some of these bunkers, and you're going to hear a lot of you're going to hear a lot of repetition on the names. You're going to hear about the home bunker. You're going to hear about, well, Kyle, what do you want to name these things? You want to name it we got the Dorito corner, yeah, the snake corner.
Yep.
We'll take regular snake beams, 1 through 3. I think we're going to call the inside snake the Viper. You good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
So for those that are watching at home, there are 2 sets of snakes. The inside one, more towards the inside of the field, we're going to be calling the Viper. So if you hear us calling the Viper, that's where they're at. If you hear us calling the snake, they're going to be on this outside, most outside part of the snake here, ready to party. We'll name these center wedges. Center wedges?
Center wedges. Sound good to me.
Let's
And
do
center
Dorito
bricks?
side. Dorito side tower, I say. We'll do the God, will be the W here. So right on the front of your screen here, this W-looking bunker, we're going to call that the God. Pretty common for whatever reason for a lot of WCPPL teams to name it that. So if you hear that, that is what you'll know. On the box now, we have, I think that's going to be Grind City and CEP. Looks like CEP on the left. CEP getting aggressive, sending one up to the brick.
Looks like 5 alive off the break for Grind City. Ref going in to check the player in the God for Grind City right now. We'll see if he's clean here in just a second, and it looks like he is, so 5 alive.
Do we know anything about CEP? What does that stand for? Oh, hey, look at that.
Both sides losing a body just about at the same time right now, so 4 alive on either side, I believe.
Center player for CEP getting hit out of the center brick. We got a running ref. Nope, no, we do not. So we got a center can, a Dorito side, tower, and I think somebody's over there in the Doritos for CEP.
I believe on Grind City's side, they matched the Dorito player, and their other 3 bodies are staying in the pocket. One at the home, the Dorito tower, and the snake can.
We have a snake 2 here. So you can't quite see it on your screen, but there is a snake player. Oh, and now they've matched. So we have dueling snake players here. We got one in the snake 2. Oh, and the snake player for Grind City. Go ahead and get shot out. So CEP is going to take a dominant position here in the snake 50. If he looks inside, and he's going to get, there it is on his pack. Yep. He's going to get the kill on the Dorito tower player. Now he's going to shoot the guy coming out of the home into the command center. Yeah, he's going to die as well.
I don't think CEP's snake player right now, unfortunately not on your screen at the moment, but Grind City does have a player that did fill the snake.
He knows now.
And he does know now.
So this should be wrapping up pretty quickly. It looks like a 41. Looks like the Grind City snake player, the only one left here. Meanwhile, the CEP snake player taking his time, just calling out the. He's not 100% sure if they're all dead. He's looking cross. He's looking at the home, and they shoot that snake player. So they have lost the kill count.
CEP was just shooting a ref that was laying down on the field.
I thought that I saw that. I wasn't sure. Yeah. So I don't know a ton about CEP. For those that are listening, everybody that has a team was given a little form to fill out so that me and Kyle here could talk about you guys on the stream. And you were going to tell us who's on your line, a little backstory about your team, who your sponsors are, you know, little fun facts and whatnot. Basically, about 27 of the 130 some odd teams did that. So if we don't have a lot to say about you personally, it's really your fault.
That it is.
I don't really, not a whole lot to say for you there. So I do have a tiny bit on CEP. When they get back on the field, I will tell you the very small amount that we do know.
Violence versus Raw Material coming up next now. Violence up 3-0 with 9 minutes left in the game. Who do you think is going to take this one, Andrew?
I like a good Violence squad. I do remember watching Raw Material at Event 4, and they had a really up and down event. They had a couple really, really good matches and a couple of really bad ones. Looks like they are not starting things on the greatest foot. Down 3 out of Violence, who is basically a mishmash squad of guys. Did not play last year as a team. However, all the individual players did play in one shape or form. Standard breakout looks like for the Violence guys. 5 alive, taking both the towers, the home, and both corners.
Looks like Raw Material avoiding a penalty. A ref ran in to check that Dorito Tower guy, called him out. Player didn't leave. I think he was confused whether he was clean or hit in his pack.
As that was happening, one of the Violence Dorito players takes the walk, as well as one of the Raw Material guys just out of the Snakeside Tower.
CEP throws the towel and concedes that point to Grind City to save a little time on the clock.
Yeah, so a concession for those that don't know. If you are playing, if for instance you're Grind City in that particular point and you are off to the sideline and you're watching your team just get spattered a bunch and you have no chance of winning and you'd like to save some time, there's a tiny little box in your little pit that you can basically say, we want no more. We'd like to give up, please. We would like to reset ourselves and do this again on the next point. What that will do is that will just give the point to the opposing team. We'll stop the game time clock, and when they go to their next game, they will just start 5 alive again and pretend basically the last point didn't happen.
It also stopped the bleeding momentarily.
And they are an X-Ball because the Violence team won so quickly and in such a dominant fashion. That means that the next game that you're going to see is CEP and Grind City again. In X-Ball, the teams have 2 minutes to get themselves back into the pit and then back onto the field after their previous match. So they have just 2 minutes to get themselves wiped down, get all the paint that they need, get all the air, get their game plan, and get back out. So it does get a little quick, and you do need to be on top of things. Definitely need a good pit crew to help facilitate that kind of deal. But looks like at least CEP has found themselves 5 on the box. Minute and a half to go in this break.
Seven minutes of game time. That's plenty of time to make something happen.
And we are just getting into these layouts, but these points have been pretty quick so far. Pretty quick.
It's looking like a really fun layout. I honestly can't wait to get on the field and play.
1 minute.
And Kyle, what team do you play for?
I currently play for Arizona pole position on the
Wow.
D4 line.
I heard they're good.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, we did just win the first event at Texas, the USXBL event.
Did you?
Out at Waxahachie, Texas.
The Waxahachie. I heard it was just beginner's luck, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
It's
I
all
hear.
beginner's luck.
That's what I hear.
30 seconds.
It wasn't, guys. It wasn't beginner's luck. 0 luck. So, 20 seconds left.
20
Like we said,
seconds.
7 minutes left in this game time. Plenty of time for CEP to adjust their game plan, figure out what didn't go right, fix things, and even this game up.
10 seconds.
All right, let's see if CEP can win this point to tie it up. Looks like CEP charging up the center to that center brick.
CEP is actually going to change nothing from what they did last. Meanwhile, Grind City is going to do exactly what they do. As one of the cameras gets shot, that's going to be unfortunate. We'll get a different view for you. There it is.
And it looks like CEP was doubling up the home, one breaking out to the snake and one going to that center wedge. Still 5 alive.
Still 5 alive for Grind City. As one of the Grind City guys breaks the way up from the God into the snake one, but a running ref is going to call him clean. Oh!
Oh.
Did they trade?
Oh.
No trade. So
No trade.
one of the Grind City guys makes an excellent move, gets himself into the. Oh, he does trade.
Okay.
One of the Grind City guys gets himself into the middle brick here and trades with the Snake 50 of CEP. That was actually a much bigger deal. And as the Grind City guy is going to make his way all the way down. Oh my goodness!
This is going to be insane.
Oh, and he missed him. So the Grind City guy managed to crawl his way. Oh, and that's too bad.
That's a spin. Yep, I was just about to say I'm surprised there's no flag for that, but
So the Grind City guy made himself such a good move, making himself all the way from his own snake one to the opponent's snake one, missed his opening shot on the CEP player, decided to spin across into the command center and then draw himself a red penalty, which is going to cost Grind City the game. That was a bummer. They definitely could have won this.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Major might have pulled the last few bodies for Grind City. CEP recognizing immediately what happened, charging down that Dorito side, and now hitting the buzzer, tying up. That was a gift given to CEP by Grind City.
Totally a gift. After Grind City shot that CEP snake player, the Grind City snake player just had to play smart.
Yeah. I don't know if this league is a race 2 or Mercy. Mercy, cool. Oh yeah.
So now just under 5 minutes left in the game. Grind City and CEP all tied up now after that gift given to CEP by Grind City. Minute and a half of break time left. We'll see who's going to take this next point to maybe flip the lead, or if Grind City can take that lead back.
So I'll spend this next minute and 10 seconds or so sipping on my Starbucks and eating my sandwich and wrapping myself up in this blanket because it's cold out here, guys. If you're not out here and you're watching from home, not warm.
My toes are freezing. The rest of my body's warm, but my toes are definitely a little chilly.
I got icicles coming out of my nose. Oh, we got TJ next. Sweet.
TJ?
I think so.
TJ Bastards. Oh, man.
Next match is going to be very exciting.
Yes, it is.
One of my favorite little teams.
30 seconds.
Split deck with TJ Bastards is the Baton Rouge Mighty Dolphins. What a name.
Dig that. Dig that. That's A plus.
20
That's A
seconds.
plus naming right there. The Mighty Dolphins.
I
Man.
wonder what their jerseys look like.
Do they have dolphins in Baton Rouge?
10 seconds.
I don't even know where Baton Rouge is.
That would be in Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
So, Grind City's who you're looking at here. Let's see how they break out. Standard breakout to both corners.
Again.
Yeah, again. So they only lost. They did lose the point, obviously, but they only lost about, was it 45 seconds or so?
Yeah, just about.
So still plenty of time. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left in this match. Grind City clearly knows how to win some points on this layout against this team. They lost both of their running corners there in the beginning, which kind of sealed their fate initially. If they can keep 5 alive, then they should have a decent shot. 5 alive and no penalties, and Grind City might just have a decent time.
It looks like because of the way this layout is working in the middle with those center wedges and center bricks, you definitely do not want to lose your wide players. I mean, Grind City just kind of got stuck in the pocket there towards the end, losing both their runners, like Andrew said, and it sealed their fate really quickly.
10 seconds.
Grind City making a late run for it. They are late to the box, but they are all going to make it. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but I certainly like to be there when it's 10 seconds before the start.
Oh, it might have been an early jump from CEP off their box, unless he got that timed perfectly, but
They don't get called for it. Grind City going to lose one out of the Dorito side. Quickly fill. It's going to be a 45. Here comes that center player again. He's going to do the exact same thing again. Oh, but he does get blasted this time, and he does not take a body with him. So what worked the last time is not going to work this time. Let's see if that Grind City player recognizes, and he does, that there's a snake guy. So we got snake 2 against the center 50 brick. Now both bricks for both teams are filled.
looks like CEP has this snake corner as well, looking across the field.
So
trying
Grind
to pick out a body in the middle.
Grind City's going to try to, looks like, pinch this snake player here. They got one on the tape, and then one looking on the inside. Oh, but he changed his gun.
I was going to say both guns for Grind City just changed to Dorito side at the same exact time.
One walking out for CEP off the Dorito side. Oh, and then Grind City is going to lose 2 really quick, both from the snake side. I'm not 100%. Oh, and a jump shot.
Wow.
A jump shot from Grind City to snipe the snake. That was excellent.
What a shot. I didn't know he hit him.
And this Grind City guy, unfortunately, guys, about to just get destroyed by the snake player. But he does take the center, command center player out with him. So this is a 1v1.
I think it is a 1v1 right now with CEP and the snake and Grind City in that center wedge.
I think that they both know it.
Honestly, I would love to be in that center wedge. As CEP snake player snipes out Grind City's last body. Shot him in the top of the head, I believe. Looks like a little bit of pink on the top of that headband.
And a concession from Grind City is going to put CEP up 2 points with only 2:20 to go. So,
wow,
what an interesting change in the last couple points here.
That lead and that momentum flipped really, really quickly. I think Grind City kind of giving up that major penalty to lose that point to allow CEP to tie up really helped CEP gain momentum to then take the next 2 points really, really quickly.
100%, and they also, in that particular point, if they would have been better on their communication, would have known that they had this Snake 2 guy pinched from the command center, or rather from the center brick and from the Snake 1. If they would have worked together a little bit better, they should have been able to get him out of there and been able to push that snake down much further, much quicker. And that snake player for CEP was the one that shot both of them out of the snake side real quick and kind of blew that side open. So they should probably put some guns on the snake. Last time I heard, it's hot.
Snake is always hot. 24/7, Snake is hot. Andrew, if you were Grind City, what would you do here with 2:20 left, down 2 points?
Well, you got to change something. Whatever they're doing might have worked in the beginning, but CEP has clearly found something in the middle. They're able to get all up into Grind City right now. That shouldn't be happening. So they either need to cross things up real hard, much harder than they're already doing, and push one side, or try to match them on the center push stuff. But something has to change.
20 seconds.
Yeah, I think the first thing that I would say that Grind City needs to do is minimize the penalties in the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds in this game.
Now, if you're CEP now, do you make that center push again? I wouldn't.
I would not either. I would post up, play defense.
Yeah, let them come
Wait,
to you, right?
Yeah, wait for Grind City to make the mistakes.
Game on.
Oh, it looks like CEP was tripling up the home there for a brief 3 seconds off the box. I think there was a little bit of confusion of where players should have gone.
So we were totally wrong. Basically the same breakout from both sides, except for Grind City's going to take a little bit higher chunk out of the Dorito side, as they're going to get in the Dorito 300 there. There is a running ref. Ooh. Bobby, the head ref, calling for a paint check on the center brick player for CEP, but I guess they're going to let him play. He is shot in the foot. It looks pretty clear to me. They're going to let him go.
Grind City kind of sitting on their heels, getting comfortable in their bunkers.
I mean,
Not
this isn't
something
gonna
you
work.
really want to do with only a minute and a half left in the game and down 2 points.
watching that center brick player for Grind City shooting at nothing on the snake side. They need to be going, and here he goes.
And setting up the middle, going for, gets the trade.
Gets the trade, it's just not good enough. They're finally starting to make a little bit of push, Grind City is, on the Dorito side as they get into the 400. Trying to shoot that snake tower out. They do shoot the Dorito tower out.
60 seconds.
Yeah, see, 60 seconds. They need to be pushing way faster.
As they shoot the home and the snake can, leaving the CEP snake
There is
player
still
left.
a snake one as
last
he's
alive.
about to come get run down. That was spicy.
Sprinting to the box. Doesn't look like he's hit.
Pace.
43 seconds left. We'll see if this point is good. And point approved.
Point approved.
All right, so Grind City taking that point now. Only down by 1 with 43 seconds left.
We've seen way quicker points than that. Not necessarily out here today, but in general, and especially in any of our time playing, we've seen far, far quicker than 43 seconds.
We've definitely played 20 to 30 second points against teams. We've definitely had them played against us.
We've definitely lost a couple of these points, and we're not going to talk about it.
Good memories. Good memories.
He
Like
20 seconds.
then you're available for the bounce.
Yeah.
So 15 seconds here. Grind City going to try to go for this tie. 43
10
seconds,
seconds.
plenty of time. Hopefully they got themselves a coach and a game plan to try to exploit something here.
I
You'd think that they're going to do some center stuff, but we'll see.
I think they're going to have to at least send one player really deep, really quickly. It looks
And
like
they
their
do
Dorito
on the
player
Dorito
is,
side into the 400.
makes it there alive.
Did he get there?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
Oh,
and then he
now
gets
he's
shot.
hit. Their snake player is definitely making a move now. CEP's center brick.
So
Now
Grind
retreating.
City is in the opponent's snake one. He needs to stop right there.
20
Stop right there.
20 seconds left. Looks like Grind City
They're
making the
going.
rundown.
Oh, get him out. Oh,
10 seconds left.
oh, and Grind City just escaped a
6
penalty.
seconds.
Oh, and there's a
Major. There's a
major on
major.
CEP.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so before we go to explain exactly what happened, we're going to wait for the refs to figure out what they're going to call here, because under a minute with a red penalty is an automatic swing point. So you see on the screen here all the refs getting themselves into the center. They are talking about what just happened here, what they're going to call, and what's going to happen. So with 5 seconds left in the game, they are not going to play another point. So honestly, this should be fairly quick and easy now that I think about it. It should be a swing point to Grind City and no other penalty because there's no other point to be played after this. Normally
Right.
after this, you would see CEP start with a body down, at least one body down, being told to get off the field by the refs. They do not like that.
I think what they're trying to figure out is how many bodies were actually alive when that penalty was assessed on CEP.
But it's not
Figure
going
out.
to matter.
Well, I know that, but just trying to figure out how many bodies they're going to be starting down with.
But they're not going to play another game because there's only 5 seconds left.
Will they not pull bodies going into overtime?
They don't. They're not. I don't. Oh well, that's a good question. I don't think that they do overtime in the prelims.
Oh, that's right. This is prelims.
We're about to find out from Bobby, head ref here.
Okay.
So it's going to be a penalty point for CEP.
CEP.
Will get the penalty point.
So the point's going to Grind City.
No, they will under P for penalty